This sign says what they think. They do not beat around the bush. When they want to tell you something, 100%, they're going to tell you straight. They're not going to mess about. They're not going to mince their words. They may even offend you with what they say. It may come across kind of comedic, comical. But they will definitely tell you what they think. That's the thing with Sagittarius. They don't mince their words. If they have a problem, they're going to say it. If they don't like something about you, they're going to tell you. They're the type of person, when you're dealing with Sagittarius, they're the type of person to tell you like you got something on your face. Some people will not tell you, maybe they feel a bit embarrassed, but Sagittarius is the type to say, look, like you got something there, can you just take it off? They're just blunt, straight talking. Sagittarius. They're also quite funny. Sagittarius like to have fun. They love to laugh. They love to make jokes. They love to, they just love to have fun. They honestly are like the jokers of the zodiac. I'm not saying they're the most funniest people, or funniest star sign, should I say, but they do love to make jokes and have fun and laugh. Laughter, they have a big, massive laugh. Everybody knows when they're laughing. They kind of light up the room when they're laughing and having fun and having a good time. Another thing about Sagittarius, which is sometimes a little bit overlooked, I feel about Sagittarius. I feel this is something that people don't really take on board to say, oh, this is a Sagittarius trait. But they are highly generous, honestly. They are such a generous sign. Generous sign. They're a generous sign. And they give to people at work, to friends, even to family. They're very generous. They're very giving people. They give you their time. They give you their help. They give you their advice. And they won't, some people, they may give advice, but they'll hold something back because they don't want you to do so well. Sagittarius is the type that they will give you it all, most of the time. Very generous. And they're giving, especially to their people, like their partners and stuff. They give them everything. They're the type to partners or family. They're the type to if you live on the other side of the country and you need to go home, they're going to take you to the other side and come back. And they're going to feel no way about it. They're just going to do it because they want to be generous. They want to be nice. They want to make sure you're okay. Very generous people they are. Another thing about Sagittarius is they're lucky. Oh, lucky. My writing is horrendous. My writing is not lucky. But yeah, they're lucky. Lucky people. They they take many risks and they actually get the rewards most of the time, Bad things just seem to be close to them, but seem to just miss them all the time. They're very lucky in life. Things just happen for them. Things just work out for them. This Sagittarius rules Jupiter, and Jupiter is the planet of luck and abundance. So this is why they get a lot of luck, a lot of good things. This is a big thing for them. And this is why they're also very, very positive. And, some people may be Sagittarius and they might say, well, I'm not that positive of a person. I'm not the most positive person in the world. Some Sagittarius may feel that. But trust me, you guys do things that are very positive, and that, the way you think is very positive. You look at positive outcomes. You might not be outwardly positive, but inwardly you are positive. There's so much positivity about Sagittarius. They only go forward. They're forward thinking. They think advanced. They don't, sometimes they don't kind of live in the past, hold on to what happened in the past. They move on very quickly because it's very positive and they believe that there'll be better outcomes in the future. Better outcomes in the future. The thing with them is that can be detrimental to them because they can be too positive and, 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 overspend. They are the types to, you know, they can overspend with their money. They can be very few. They can be good with money. Don't get me wrong, with their luck, but because they think they're lucky, some Sagittariuses are overspenders and they spend too much and they, you know, want to have things that they want and they go for things that they want. Like they may save and work hard for what they want, but then once they have it, they'll spend all their money on it and they won't care about tomorrow because they think positively. They think it's going to work out. And maybe that works for them, because if you do think positively, those who know about the mind and how to understand the mind, if you do think that everything's going to work out, it usually does. Let's be honest. Like, unless, like, you know, if you have negative mentality and you're still trying to override it, maybe it won't work. But if you genuinely believe in something working out positively, it will. So that's why they're so lucky, you know. But they do overspend. There isn't no doubt about it. Another thing about Sagittarius that I think people overlook. I think this is like all Sagittarius have this, you know. I think all Sagittarius say what they think, and all Sagittarius have this one too. And I think they always believe they're right. They always think that they are right. Having an argument with a Sagittarius is difficult. It's difficult to penetrate a Sagittarius's mind because they believe that they are right all the time. And they are the only ones who can convince themselves that they are wrong. You can never convince a Sagittarius that they're wrong. You could never do that. You could never do that. They are as stubborn as Taurus when it comes to these things. As stubborn as Taurus. Like, they are always right. But the difference between Sagittarius and a Taurus, the Taurus won't continue to tell you that you're wrong. Taurus will just be listening to you, take it in, but still won't actually, you won't actually move them at all. But Sagittarius, they're going to attack you for being, because they're going to think you're wrong. They're going to fire at you. You know, we're talking about Sagittarius, half man, half horse, and the half man on the horse is firing. So they're ready to fire, firing an arrow. They're ready to fire, and they're going to fight for what they truly believe in. And they won't mess about. They won't hold back completely. Another thing about Sagittarius is they can abandon you. Abandon. They can abandon you. Okay? This means that you're with them. Yeah? You're with them. And, you know, you do something wrong, or you know, just fall out, whatever it may be, and they're gone. And they're gone, and they're going to tell you they're gone, but they're gone. And that's it. It's done. It's over. They move on immediately. They never go back. Like I said, they're positive. They're forward thinking. They never go backwards, only forwards. So when they're done with you, it's very rare a Sagittarius goes back to somebody. Rare. And they don't like the person, especially specifically after that. They've done that because they do not like you. They don't like you, and they make their mind up like that. That's why they abandon you, because they've made their mind that they don't like you. That's how they are. You're done. You're gone. And that's what they do. They abandon you. Really. It is obvious because Sagittarius just go, but at the same time, because you sometimes you never feel like you really truly have the Sagittarius wrapped like that in a relationship. So it doesn't come with a shock like the Aquarius, but nevertheless, that's what they do. They don't come back. Travel. They love traveling. And this could be many forms of travel. This could be going abroad, one form of travel. This could be driving in their car and going long distances. This could be on a bicycle, cycling long distances. This could be, you know, being on a boat, going different places. As long as they're moving away from somewhere that's not where they live, that's what they love to do. They love it. They adore it. They just get excited about it. They'll spend all their money on it. They love traveling. They love going places. They love cars. They love bikes. They love boats. They love planes. They love vehicles. They love all of them things. They love these things. Honestly, they absolutely love it. Anything that gets them moving is their thing. Another thing about Sagittarius is nature. They're very much connected to nature. They very much like being in nature. They very much feel relaxed by nature. They enjoy, this could be a forest, this could be the sand, this could be, you know, in the mountain, this could be just something nature, something natural. You remember, we're talking about half man, half horse. And the horse side of them loves this nature. Loves, you know, horse just likes to be in a field, just running in a field. That's kind of Sagittarius. They just want to be there, just running around, having a good time in nature. That's their ultimate time. That's their best time in nature. They love it. They're really, really about that. And one more thing I would say that, you know, so I could say many things, to be honest with you, about Sagittarius. But one more thing that I will say about Sagittarius is learning. Or teacher. Sagittarius, and I would say experience as well. It's all kind of the same thing. It's all under that one umbrella. They learn through experience. That's the best way for them to learn. Okay? They can understand things on a, like, you know, a educational level. I'm not saying that they can't. They definitely can, and they like to learn higher level things as well. You know, these are Sagittarius are about, you know, they're the scholars and the you know, the philosophers of the zodiac, so to speak. They, you know, the way they speak will be of this like philosophical type of level. You know, they're not going to speak in this like how can I say, superficial level. It's very higher minded, but they learn through experiences. Okay, they're the type, they like to take risks. They like to do things because that's how they learn. And because they learn like that, then what happens with Sagittarius is the more that Sagittarius learn, the more things that Sagittarius do, because that's their action orientated. The more that they do, the better it is for them. Because even if they make mistakes, they learn, and they learn quickly, and they understand quickly. Like I said, they always think they're right. So it's hard to teach them. They can only teach themselves. Okay? They can only teach themselves. It is fundamental for them to experience life. And that's why they can't be confined. I'm going to add one more thing. They can't be in confined spaces. They can't be confined. Yeah, they cannot be in like this confined small space. They have to be free. Yeah, for Sagittarius, they have to be free. I'm going to say can't be confined. They have to be free. If they are confined, if they feel trapped, if they feel like they're not free to do what they need to do, they're losing their mind. They're losing their mind. They're very stressed. They're not happy. You're not going to see a positive Sagittarius. You're not going to see a generous Sagittarius or a funny Sagittarius or even a Sagittarius that says what they think if they are confined. I think this is one of the biggest things for Sagittarius. I can't believe I nearly forgot it. They cannot be confined. It's very and this is not just in let's say for example, you're at work and it's a confined space. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about confined in how you operate. If someone is limiting the way you believe things should be done, you're going to become negative potentially. Your luck may run out. Your generosity won't be there. You'll feel less less funny. It's just that's why they abandon relationships if they feel confined by the relationship. The relationship is limiting them. If the relationship doesn't allow them freedom, I'm going to add freedom as well. I have to add freedom. I know it's the same as confined, but freedom is Sagittarius. Freedom is purely Sagittarius. They need freedom. It's pure Sagittarius energy, freedom. So experience. They need to experience learning so they can then, when they become wise, become the teacher. And they are the teachers of the zodiac. They are, because of the vast travels that they've done. That positivity kind of puts them in situations where maybe some people would hesitate, because they'll be looking at it oh, that could go wrong, that could be wrong, that could be wrong. But they are so positive that they don't think nothing can go wrong. And then it does, but they learn. That's why they're the teachers, because they have more experience than most. I hope you guys understand all of this. And I hope you understand how Sagittarius truly, truly is. Because this is how Sagittarius is. And I've probably missed loads more as well, but